Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good day, good evening, good morning, good night. I want to send a special shout out to my ladies and gents from the early this morning. What a sensational live stream! And it's for me to say it's sensational is I got to toot my own horn in it. You know why? Because the power of love is just amazing, man. It's just it's life's extraordinary gift. It's amazing how we as people, which has been proven time and time again, how we connect with each other. Shout out to Lonnie. What up, Lonnie Boo Boo? How we connect. That's my new darling right there. This girl right here, let me tell you, is a very educated sister right here, man. you know what? You would be like, I mean, you know when they have those morning shows and they have like the co-host that like goes into the celebrity archives of today, and then I just bounce off of it. You got that ability, sis. I'll tell you that right now. You got it. Because I can see you doing a show like that. Just the way you break down, the way you talk, you know what I mean? You're very articulate and you're passionate. You know, some people could just do it and it's like, you know what I mean? You're into that. And when you have an ability like that, you it must be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? So, sister, goddamn, I got to give you the credit because I'm like, whoa, I'm more of a evening show type of guy, but if I did a morning show, you know what I mean? You would be great. Yeah, I'm telling you. You probably don't even notice it. People probably never told you, but you have a broadcast. First of all, you got a broadcaster voice, so you have an amazing voice. That's important. See, they think that women, just have a voice because she's a woman. No, you got to have a right voice because if you watch some of these newscasters, especially the journalists, they speak a certain way. They go to college, they go to school for that. But now in this social media world, everybody's a journalist. It's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But it's in social media. You can be whatever you want, I guess. Right? You can be whatever you want. Yes, I'm telling you, sister. I love your expression. You know what I mean? I love your expression. It's great. I look forward to it. So when you be like, oh no, and I hope I ain't killing you with these voices and streams. I'm like, oh no, darling, I love me some voice. I love voice notes. You know what I mean? Especially when it's, comforting, and I know the way you analyze things, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some form of intelligence to do that because it's like, oh shit. So I don't get to see that often because everybody is different. So you know what I mean? There's just some people that we're the same, but we're different. And I say same, like we're humans, right? We're all human beings, but we're different because we have different personalities, different characters and stuff like that. So, yeah, sister, yeah, that part. So salute to you and very much appreciated. Shout out to Shimmy y'all. Shimmy was there. Shout out to the guy shout out to the garden scientist, man. God damn. My real man. You know what I'm saying? So it was a really, really good look, man. And I have something special to share with y'all today. Shout out to Thelonious. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Thelonious is, see, a lot of y'all be thinking, man, y'all, it only takes one man to make a change. Never forget that. You know what I'm saying? This man came into a live stream yesterday and made me, you know what I mean, get into my zone. And it felt really good. It really felt good because, we're lacking so much love. We're doing so much of craziness. You know what I'm saying? That shit was epic, right? And most importantly, I did it from the comfort of my home. I wasn't even in the studio. You know when I be doing those 2-3 hour, 5-hour live streams with the music, but I'm home, I'm chilling, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was really, really, you was very much appreciated, bro. And You sponsored it. you sponsored this stream. Listen, YouTube may block a few of the songs, but whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? You paid for that last night, man, and you know what? It's gonna be well deserved because normally I just get it out of there. You know what I mean? But nah, not this time. So salute. So, I want to get to this because we had this discussion when I was talking earlier this morning. We was out there doing this, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning? You know what I mean? Breaking down the Boys to Men New Edition song and being grateful that we have New Edition as a group, as a collective, as the original members. You know what I mean? All the original members are alive. Thank God, right? But what I want to say is, quickly, New Edition is an example of us having a forgiving heart. We forgave Bobby Brown. Think about it. Bobby Brown is on stage and he's the Bobby. Listen, not to get y'all angry. Not to get y'all angry. But Bobby Brown is the reason why Whitney is dead. He's the reason why Bobby is dead, which is Bobby's daughter and Bobby's boyfriend. Bobby Brown is not even in jail. And we forgave Bobby Brown for taking away a legend. For putting her on drugs and the hater will be like, well, she put it on herself. No, he spoke on it. Sorry. He spoke on it. And he apologized. He apologized to what he did, not only to himself, to his fans, to his family, to his friends. He apologized. And we went on enjoying the show. You know what I mean? R. Kelly and Diddy, we haven't forgave them. We haven't. We haven't forgiven them. As a matter of fact, how can we forgive them if they in jail? This nigga Bobby Brown killed. Yo. You understand what I'm saying? Bobby Brown don't even get along with some of the members of New Edition. You would never know it. We forgave him. Fat, funny looking now, looking like Cedric the Entertainer. We still support Bobby Brown. Because we love him. And not because we love him, because we love what Bobby Brown once was. We love what Bobby Brown is. We love the fact that Bobby Brown Bobby Brown should have been gone himself. Most of the world would have traded off Bobby Brown compared to Whitney Houston. We lost her in a bathtub in a dirty hotel. High, overdosed. Okay? Bobby and Whitney's daughter overdosed. Bobby's boyfriend overdosed. You know what I'm saying? And we still will do an interview with Bobby Brown like nothing ain't happening. But y'all niggas won't play an R. Kelly song. It's kind of weird. It's like y'all respect the murderer. You know what I mean? But then when that nigga date a little girl, it's like all bets is off. At least in America. America embraces killers. They just do. Like, I think Diddy should be in jail for what he did to Cassie, but not to say like, his time was efficient for that. Like, how much time do you get for a guy that beats his girlfriend up because she didn't want to leave him? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then you got to start thinking of the whole situation with, you got R. Kelly. We forgave R. Kelly. Y'all forgave R. Kelly. Yes, you did. Y'all forgave R. Kelly when he married Aaliyah. You forgave him when he peed in that girl's mouth. You forgave him because he made history, historical songs. I Believe I Can Fly, all that shit after that. This what he's in jail for now, I don't even understand it. Because my whole thing is he should have been in jail for marrying and killing Aaliyah. You think I believe he did. He didn't go to jail for that. He didn't go to jail for peeing in that girl's mouth because he paid the family off. Okay? He didn't go to jail for eating that girl's ass. Matter of fact, he started a trend. I believe R. Kelly was the first ass eater in the game. He inspired me. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember when R. Kelly had the grown woman, not the little girl, the grown woman. And he had her face in her ass. And I said, damn, that shit look good. And I remember at the time I did it to my ex, and she was like, damn, where did that come from? I was like, I watched that R. Kelly film. It was actually inspiring. And I'm not even bullshitting. Until she was uncomfortable with it. See, my ex at the time, she's West Indian. They don't like a nigga licking their asshole. She was uncomfortable with that because she know what the hell she know what she been doing all her life in the bathroom with that asshole. You understand where I'm coming from? It's a little different. But anyway, but Bobby Brown is out of jail. So this is the thing, right? R. Kelly is clearly a pedophile, right? He likes dating young girls. And again, not from those women he so-called held against their will when they did the whole documentary. I ain't tripping off that. I'm still on how did we let him get away with peeing in that girl's mouth? I seen the video. And I remember getting rid of the video because at the time they were saying anybody that had that video in the possession, they're going to jail for child pornography. I threw that shit in the garbage. I would never forget that. Okay? He should have went to jail for that. And they locked him up and let him go. Remember that? So where are we really as people or the people we support? Y'all sit up there, y'all older women throw panties and shit at Bobby Brown's whack ass. Okay? I'm not really a Bobby Brown fan of New Edition, though. I think he's the biggest piece of shit of the group, personally. I do. But I believe back then he was the better artist. Does that make sense? I don't like Bobby Brown. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about currently now because it's just like, damn, bro, you know what I mean? It's like a brother that had a sister and she dated the bum nigga and the bum nigga just finished her. You know what I mean? And they didn't even do no time for that shit. It's crazy. So what I want to bring on today is how important it is to heal your heart. And I know a lot of y'all walking around, including me, because I'm telling you from experience, because I did it and it worked. You know, the other day I spoke about I never in my life. So Diddy only got 4 years? Diddy got 4 years for what? For paying a prostitute? Like he didn't even do. In other words, Diddy should have been in jail for what he did to Cassie. Mainly. You know what I mean? Because all the little boys and girls got paid off. Well, why they didn't go to jail for that? Okay? How come R. Kelly didn't go to jail for peeing in that girl's mouth? Okay? Seriously. That right, we had video proof of that. Why he didn't go to jail? Nope, y'all embraced him. How many years? Like 15 years after that? That shit happened like in 2000. R. Kelly went to jail like 20 years later. Y'all should be a goddamn shame of yourself. And he didn't even go for that crime. But what I want to get to is, you know, I know a lot of people have a hard time having a forgiving heart. And I know it's a struggle because, you know, it's like, yo, how do I forgive? How do I be that person that's just so hard to get over things? And it is. But the other day I spoke on something and it went over a lot of people's heads. Now, if you was joining the live stream yesterday, I told you this, attention everyone. If you don't know me by now, you'll never know me. You may know Bobby Brown. You may know Michael Bivins. You may even know Ralph Tresvant's crackhead ass. But you should know my character now. Case in point, if you came in here and you said black women need to take accountability, you know I'm going to block you. If you come in here and say you met a bum ass nigga and you're thinking about marrying him, you know I'm going to block you. You know, you should know me by now. And when what I broke down the other day, if you've been listening by now, amen, you would know that I said something that was very deep. And I said, you know, I never received an apology from a woman in my life. I never. The one time that I did, it was an ex-girlfriend that cheated on me, and I caught her with a nigga, and she was in the process of apologizing, and I had to, like, don't worry about that. You know what I mean? I'm grown. Like, I never let her finish. And for many years, I used to resent her because I felt as if that trauma was affecting me. But until recently, I actually realized, I'm like, yo, she actually did attempt to give me, I actually interrupted her moment, literally interrupted it, right in Perks Uptown in Harlem. Anybody that live in Harlem know what I'm talking about. I was in Perks in 2000. When was that? It was a long time ago because the Red and Meth movie out. So let's say December 2000. December 2000, I was in Perks. Was it December 2000? Somewhere around that time. Yeah, I believe it was December 2000. Okay, very tough time in my life, but yeah. But all of my years of having, from sisters to female cousins to female, a massive amount of female friends, ex-girlfriends, I never got an apology from no one. Now, mind you, some people are like, well, maybe they didn't deserve to give you an apology. No, they weren't apologetic. See, apologetic is a character. It's not a personality trait. It's a character. It's your character. Apologetic people, apologetic. To be apologetic, you can't be forgiven without being apologetic. You can't be. You can't be a person that wants to be forgiving, but you're mad at everybody. But if you have an apologetic heart, it enables a forgiving heart. Because to be apologetic, for example, let's just say, Bobby Brown's a piece of shit to me. But you know what? I forgive the brother because, like anybody else, he had struggles. In the process of it, people got hurt, people passed away, but he's still going. And that's why I forgive him. So, right? But where does that come from, Nate? I don't understand. You don't know. It's because as a fan, if I could go to Bobby Brown right now, I would say, brother, I apologize as a fan. Amen. As a fan, I stuck with you from day one and I judged you. I judged you when you was on drugs. I judged you with Whitney. Who knows? Maybe Whitney put him on drugs. I judged you. And then I judged you. I judged the way you were. I judged the way you looked, how fat you know what I'm saying? I judged you, brother. And I want to apologize for judging you. You know what he's going to say? You know what, brother? I appreciate that. Nobody has ever told me that. As a fan, they don't do that with him. As a fan, I'm telling this man, I apologize for judging you. I apologize as a fan for being one of the fans that probably hurt you because maybe you had to go to drugs because we didn't give you the proper love, brother. I'm sorry. And who are you? What's your name? My name is Nathaniel. I'm a fan. And he's going to say, you know what, brother? Thank you. He's never going to forget that. Shout out to the Green Vegan. God damn. Thank you, darling, for that super chat. You see what it does? Listen to me. The true reality is not that I just love all of you, because I do. But I love humanity. And as a human, if I had a struggle like that and somebody came to me and said, I'm sorry for hurting you. And I'm going to say, what? Where do I know you from? Nah, man. I trolled you in past videos. I used to do some mean shit. And I want to say, I'm sorry. That is not only going to give him a forgiving heart, it's going to give me a forgiving heart. It's going to make me say, wow, this person apologized. I don't know them from a can of paint, but they just told me they are sorry for hurting me. Watch this. The green vegan, a very close friend of mine's. I want to apologize if I ever hurt you. If I ever said anything to mistreat you. If I ever said anything that you felt was out of the ordinary, I apologize to you, sister. I am sorry for hurting you. Garden scientist. Brother, if you ever did a live stream and it was something that offended you, that you never spoke about, I apologize. I'm sorry if I hurt you in any way, brother. Thelonious, I want to say, I apologize if I ever hurt you. Is there anything that I ever said to offend you or hurt you? I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Wife School Podcast, thank you for that super chat, darling. I done had you on a live stream. I probably expressed myself. It probably was a little extra because I forgot that you're a woman. You are a lady. And you have a heart. I have a heart. As a human being, I meant well. However, if I hurt you, I am sorry if I ever hurt you in any shape or form. I'm not only healing my heart, I want to heal yours. Because the last word you're going to always say, you know what, at the end of the day, Nate apologized to me. Let me tell you something. We don't forget. We don't forget what it make a person make us feel like. But goddamn, we do. We don't forget what a person apologized. We need that. How great would it be if I could apologize or somebody could apologize to me? That one day the green vegan told me there was a time that I basically was saying that people that are single are losers. And I want to say I'm sorry for saying that because I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean to hurt you. I may have said men are losers that are single, and that ain't right. I was talking about that shithole. This had nothing to do with the real men. This had nothing to do with the ladies. This had nothing to do with a woman. However, you probably felt it when I said it. And I'm sorry if I hurt you. I am sorry. Well, Nate, what if we apologize to people that don't deserve it? Bitter. You can't be apologetic and be bitter. That's bitter. Get it? Okay? You can't have butter without the toast. Okay? Don't get bitter and butter mixed up. Bitter is a problem. Bitter is fear. Bitter is pain. To be bitter will disengage your forgiving heart. You want to enable it. If any of my ex-girlfriends have listened to my live stream and have felt that the stories that I shared with you, I love you as always because you're part of my history, not my past. I love you, and if there's anything that I have done to you in the past, please forgive me because I am sorry that I hurt you. Lonnie, that's my girl. Okay, there probably had been 1 or 2 live streams where she was like, well, goddamn, Nate, that was a little rough, sir. That was a little rough. Okay, sir, that was a little rough. But I'm going to keep it to myself. God damn it, did he mean me? I live here in this, whatever state you live in. God damn, he said everybody in this state was shit. What kind of shit was that, brother? I'm going to take a break from his ass. This nigga offended the fuck out of me. You know what, sister? I apologize. I'm sorry if I ever hurt you. Black woman, if I ever hurt you, I am sorry. I'm cutting all my losses, okay? I want to cut my losses down. I got too many. And to wait for an apology, I don't know if I have the time. I don't know if I have the time. Wife School Podcast, you know what, sister? I love you. You know why? Because you're loyal. You're loyal, sister. You are loyal to the black man. Yeah, I probably called you male identified, all the above. Well, goddamn, sister, if you support me, is that male identified? Okay. Maybe the fact if we could love the sisters the way you love us, goddamn, we'll be a better race of people. I am sorry if I ever hurt you, because you mean a lot to me. You do. I know I'm rough. I know I'm tough. But goddamn, I got a heart too. And I cry. I cry in a fucking heartbeat. You know me by now. What you think, I'm invincible? I can knock a nigga out, but goddamn, I could get knocked out too. She said, thank you, Nate. If I didn't understand I'm sorry if I didn't understand your message. Sister, your access is granted, sister. That's why you have access to me, okay? To my heart, okay? To have my phone number is access to my heart. Okay, I don't just give my heart to any goddamn body. Thank you. Green Vegan, you said I received that apology. Yes, I love you, darling. Your dedication, your intense loyalty. What do you think? I take that for granted? Sometimes people need to hear the love part and say, you know what? I'm sorry if I hurt you. Let me give you the sorry that your dad probably never gave you. Maybe the ex-man that hurt you. Maybe the coworker that didn't say, you know what, sister? I've been an asshole since you've been working here. I am sorry. Well, Nate, what happens when people don't accept our apology? Don't make an apology for acceptance. An apology is made to be transferred. You transfer it. There's apologies that I owe people right now. God damn it. I didn't do a fucking thing, but god damn, I owe them that. Just for peace sake. You know what? I know how good it would feel, so I'm going to give it away. Because all it does is make me forgiving. Because when I apologize to you, I forgive somebody else. You know what? He's all fucked up, but it's all right. Shout out to the garden scientist, brother. Thank you for that super chat, my brother. You are the epitome of God's grace, man. You are a real man. I speak to you often. Literally speak to you. We have a relationship. And you have encouraged me. If there has been anything in the past that you have heard in these live streams and said, damn, Nate, that was a little rough, and I pushed you to go over there to a couple of them assholes, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I don't want to have a happy character. I don't want to have a sinful character. I don't want to have a strong character. I want to have an apologetic character, okay? So my heart can heal. I have to cut my losses. They tell you, well, you got to forgive the people that hurt you. You got to apologize first to be forgiven. How could you be forgiven if you can't apologize? I don't fuck with nobody. All right, I'm not getting away with it. Right, you can't be apologetic. But when you're apologetic, you understand, because an apology is the other side of forgiveness. Somebody that fucked you over and you tell them, man, I'm sorry if I hurt you. They're going to look at you like, what? Nigga, I owe you an apology. Nah, you don't owe me an apology. I'm sorry if you robbed me one day. You put a gun in my fucking back. I apologize, man. Maybe I antagonized you when I had that big gold chain on my neck. I apologize. They're going to be fucked up. Like, I never heard that. Exactly. I never heard it too, brother. Nobody apologizes to me, but goddamn, I'm giving it away. Nate, are you giving love away? No, I'm giving apologies away each to everybody. I'm sorry. God damn it. I let the door close on this lady. I'm sorry. Sister, I'm sorry. I apologize for returning your call late to a customer. Please. Yeah, okay. My apologies. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm sorry for having you, be on the phone for long. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm sorry for falling asleep in the middle of a goddamn live stream or a Zoom call. Please accept you understand what I'm coming from? You could throw the please accept it, but if they don't accept it, that's cool. Just as long as you said sorry. And the people that you really hurt, they know. Well, what is there some things to be forgiven that you can't forgive? It depends what it is. Most of the shit we can't forgive people is bullshit. Most of the things that we can't forgive is bullshit. Obi-Wan Steph, world traveler, represents Massachusetts. Yeah, we fuck with you. You may not live here, nigga, but you still one of my niggas. And if there has been any stream that you heard and said, damn, Nate, that was a little rough, I apologize if I hurt you. Because I tell you one thing, if you know me by now, you know it meant well. So you know it was no love, no hate. It was nothing but love. And I need to reiterate that because I care. Because you're a good-looking brother. All that shit you doing in motherfucking wherever you go, you could do it right in Boston, Massachusetts. I promise you. You ain't got to leave any state. It's all here. But again, if there has been any streams in the past and you didn't listen to about 1,000 of them. Well, Nate, we're not going to agree with everything. Well, that's what I'm apologizing for. I'm sorry if I hurt you. He said the streams have been fired back to how you was doing it during COVID. Yes. Yeah, because I had an epiphany. Thank you, Wife School. God damn. Gifted to be Mindset University. The Charm School is here. I apologize. I lost a lot of people, physically and mentally. And if they listening right now, whether they hear or not, I am sorry if I ever hurt you. Watch how forgiving you are when people come to you. You'll understand people's foolishness. You're going to be like, listen, he'll be all right. You see that bum in the street? Oh, fuck it, bum, he's going to go smoke crack? Nah. Don't do that. Give him $1. No, fuck that. No. Give me the $1. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Because God is watching that. What do you mean God is watching that, brother? Give him the $1. I promise you. Forgiving heart is a loving heart, and a loving heart is a forgiving heart. Just give him the $1. The brother's fucked up. Never kick him when he's down. Never kick a man when he's down. Never do that. Never do that. Never. Never do that. I love you, brother Nate. I accept your apology. I love you too, darling. I do, and you know it. I value, not because you're a beautiful black woman, because you are love. And I love love. Love feels great. It really does. And that's what we did in this live stream. Go listen to it. Okay? Go towards the middle all the way to the end and see all the love we had in there with brothers. Brothers, black men. Turned that shit up last night. Turned it up. Apologetic, man. That's what we need right now. If Donald Trump, if that shithole nigga don't go far with it, yes, if Donald Trump gave a sincere apology and said, you know what, man, I'm sorry what I did if I ever hurt y'all, I'm going to be like, you know what? Access granted. He apologized. Oh, he don't mean it. Well, he said it. It must mean something, especially when the storm is over. We ain't talking about your boyfriend beating your ass and fucking you up. No, nigga, that's not goddamn an apology. That's abuse. But if this man abused you in the past, and years later, you got your life together, and this person said, I want to apologize what I did to you back then. Trust me when I tell you, that shit goes far. It does. Shout out to the Wife School Podcast. My dad is apologetic. Thank you for that super chat, darling. My dad is apologetic. He's the first to show me a man this trait as strong as he has a good heart. That's why you're the way you are. That's why you don't fold. So if you see that your dad is apologetic, they need to see that their leader is apologetic. You know what I mean? Maybe we need to see that Nate is apologetic and has apologetic character. I'm not waiting for an apology no more. I'm not doing that. I'm giving them out. You'd be surprised. You know what I do when I tell people that? They always say, thank you. So that means something was hurting. I could go to one of my homegirls right now that lives around my way and say, I just want to tell you, if there's anything that I ever did to hurt you, I apologize and I'm sincerely sorry what I did. She's going to act tough. What you talk about? I said, just take that and run with it. Have a nice day. That's it. It's like having flyers for a party. You just want to get rid of them. Give them out. Make sure they hit the people's hands. Don't throw them in the garbage. Make sure it hits their hand. Because that's the only way we're going to get the people in the club, right? So why don't we go, instead of giving out flyers, why don't we give out apologies? You know how it is to face your abuser and tell him, I'm sorry if I made you hate me. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm sorry if I pushed you. I'm sorry if I enabled you to do the things that you did. I am sorry. They're going to be fucked up. They're going to be like, wow. That's what we need in family. An apology. Man, I've been an awful cousin, man. I apologize for being an awful nephew. I've been a terrible friend. I apologize that I should have did more. Don't wait till they dead. Don't wait to look in the coffin and says, I'm sorry, I wish I could have did more. Tell them that when they hear. Let people smell their flowers when they hear. I'm sorry. Before you learn these 3 words, you got to learn these 2 words. Before I love you, it has to say I'm sorry. And you think you got a challenge, you ain't see a challenge yet. Reach out to someone and touch them. Reach out and touch somebody's heart. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody else. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch. Out and touch somebody else. Oh, man. I feel so much better just talking about this. It feels good. It really does. Reach out and touch somebody else. Make this world a better place if you can. Do your part. Do your part. Put your pride aside. Pride, listen to me, man. Watch pride. Pride is shit. Watch your pride. Pride is a piece of shit. Believe me. All right? Be apologetic. Heal your heart. Apologies enable a forgiving heart. It does. I'm living it. I'm telling you. God damn, we bring a church in here.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Just try. Take a little time out of your busy day to give encouragement to someone who's lost the way. Just try. Or would I be talking to a stone if I asked you to share a problem that's not your own?
Would I be talking to a stone if I was as heavy?
We can change things if we start giving. Why don't you reach out and touch somebody's hand? Make this world a better place if you can.
God damn.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
You know what's crazy, man? It just shows you that it's important, man, when you have the ability, man. When you don't want to stress things that you can't change. You want to change it. I can change that. I can change that. I can change that. This eliminates the whole mode of, I want an apology. No, give an apology. You don't want an apology that person demands it on demand because it's not sincere. You want that. You want a person to go through life and say, you know what? I've been through hell and back. And I did everything. I thought about it and I said, you know what? I am sorry. Do you know how far that goes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt you. Some people feel, my pride, I just can't do it. That's a problem. That's going to be a problem. Believe me, it will. Do the math. Do where I'm coming from. Since 1990, let's just take it from there, from my dating, young man dating, to now. It's 36 years, right? No. Yeah, 36, right? 2026, 36 years, right? 36 years. I can't remember an apology other than one person. As a woman, right? As a man, right? So as a man, if I was bitter, I have every reason to say, yo, all this bullshit, I'm the one that end up apologizing, right? So in order to forgive a person, you have to apologize, even when they did harm. This ain't making you soft, because you will heal. You heal that way. Yes, it's a wound. The wound is there, okay, but it'll feel a lot better. Shout out to Tony's. I thank you for that super chat. Thank you, bro. Be apologetic. Heal your heart. Apologies enables a forgiving heart. It does. It does immediately. Okay, my pride can't allow me. Man, fuck that. That bitch did me dirty. I ain't apologizing to that dumb bitch. Well, okay, you won't be forgiving. Clearly not. If you can't give an apology, how you gonna forgive any goddamn body? Think about that. Bitter motherfuckers that never got over shit. You know what I mean? Maybe an apology would have helped them. Well, Nate, how are they doing this? How come 50 Cent and Ja Rule? Okay, because Ja Rule probably never apologized to him. He probably never told 50 Cent, man, you know what, brother? I'm sorry, man. I did some foul shit, and you know what I'm talking about. It may not change things, but it'll change me. So I understand why you're doing what you're doing to me. I forgive you. Because with an apology is forgiveness. That's why you apologize to people. Because you forgave them. You forgave them for not blocking you. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if I hurt anybody. So I was always apologizing, being accountable around the wrong people in the wrong places. That's fine. It's excusing yourself. It's like sitting at dinner. Let me tell you what apologizing is like. It's like asking the waiter for the check. Oh. That's it. You know what I mean? You don't want apologizing for acceptance. Don't do that, because you're going to have high expectations and you could get hurt. Okay? When you apologize, you don't even want to thank you. Just as long as they got the message, as long as they heard you, as long as they read it. If you see that text and it said read, and you said, I apologize if there's anything I ever hurt you, and they read it, a mission accomplished. But when you apologize and you being accountable around the people, you're going to be a people pleaser, and it's never going to work, because you apologize and you got nothing out of it. Apologies are made to be transferred. You transfer that. Let me give you that. Let's cut our losses. You know what? Oh, this one's mad at me. You know what? Let me just give her what they want. Fuck it. Give them what they want. Well, nigga, it could be worse. They could be asking you for ransom money. And then you're going to give them every goddamn thing you got. You're going to give what you don't even got. Imagine you can't even give what you got in that ransom because they want $10 million. Nigga, I don't got $10 million. I don't got $10,000. But you have an apology. That's all they wanted. They just asked Ja Rule now on TMZ. He could never fuck with 50. We could never be so-and-so. Wrong answer. Should have never said that. should have never said that. Let me give you an example of how bad it is when you don't have a forgiving heart, when you are wrong. We don't know how to take, we want accountability because we want everybody to kiss our ass. How about saying, watch, I'm going to show you real live how serious this is. Watch this. Let me show you what's wrong with this picture. So you know 50 Cent and them had this beef for the longest. These niggas is from the same hood, stupid motherfuckers, right? Okay? They could be doing concerts together, these old niggas. Okay? Ja Rule and was on the plane, and Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo was trying to troll him. So this is real. Watch this.
For the plane incident. But what made you apologize? I was surprised that you apologized.
I'm a grown man.
I know that.
No. He apologized to society. That was because he didn't want to lose his checks. So now he just fucking, watch what he just says. Watch this. Just watch him. Watch, this is the foolishness that we have in our community. Play close attention. This is hot off the press. It's only 2 days old. She said, I was surprised that you apologized. She says he's a grown man. He's not an adult. He's just a grown man, but watch.
That you apologize.
I'm a grown man.
I know that's right. So we got to ask you too, when can we have this sit down with you, 50, Tony Yayo, you know.
Who?
No, listen.
Never.
See? You see that? You see that? You see what I mean? You see what happens with motherfuckers like this? He just apologized for making an ass of himself on that plane because he didn't want to scare away his advertisers. That's why he did that. But he should apologize to 50 and said, you know what, brother? Sincerely, not no subbing, just saying, y'all don't know how to do that. Now watch this. Watch.
Oh my God, Ja.
Listen.
And I'm not trying to stir up the pot. I'm really
Here's the
talking to you,
reality,
the
right?
hip-hop
Here's the
fan.
reality, right? Sometimes in life, people have enemies.
Okay.
And that's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay to have here. It's not okay to have enemies, Ja Rule. That's bullshit. That is not okay. That's the work of the devil. You just gave an apology to society, but you didn't give an apology to your enemy. That's crazy work. That's a problem, my brother. Okay? Now watch. You're going to go back in your words as we do.
You know what I'm saying? That's okay to have enemies. Everybody can't be friends. A friend of everybody is an enemy to himself.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, we don't also have to be at war. You feel me?
Right.
So there's room for us to be not friends.
No, there's not. There's no room for us not to be not friends. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. There's no room for that, brother.
And also not be at war. And that's where I'm at with right now. I don't deal with that side. I don't with them. They don't with me. That's fine. But I also don't have to be at war. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I'm on 50 years old. And so, you know, we're doing big things out here. We're getting big money.
Oh my God, black man. Stop it with you're getting big money, and then what? You've been in the game for 26 years and you niggas is still fighting? Just give him what he wants, brother. There's something you did to 50 Cent. He mentioned it, you know it. And if it's something you didn't do, you understand, just heal your heart. Heal it. Be the bigger person. If you're the bigger person and you're a grown man, as you say, just apologize to him. This is why we so screwed up. You just started off and said you a grown man, you apologizing, and now you trying to make light of why you are still holding a grudge on your shoulders.
Out of you.
Yeah, we can't be.
Well, wait, one more question. Did you have like a moment of embarrassment? Because trust me, I've had like arguments with the job where I'm like, oh God, I didn't mean it.
Nah, I don't regret nothing. Because listen, man, if it is what it is, two things can be true. right?
At the same time.
There's no safe space for disrespect. We ain't tolerating no disrespect.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I made my point. This is what you don't want to be. Even with all that money, all that success, he's still bitter. And that's why his enemy is going to keep fucking with him. Oh, should men get together and have a truce? No, it's not about a truce, man. Just giving a pot. You could give that shit on a text. You could give it on a voice note. You could have gave it right through this video. I'm telling you. When you're not apologetic, you don't have a forgiving heart. You won't even meet anybody halfway. Oh, 50's fucked up. He's fucked up too. If he was the bigger person, he would say, you know what? This shit is ridiculous. You know what? Yo, 50, I never told you this, man, but I apologize. And even if 50 says, fuck you, nigga, it don't matter. He'll be the bigger person because he gave him that. Give him something to hold on to. All that success, all that money, all right. Your man Irv Gotti died. You had all these issues happen, went to jail. You want a whole bunch of shit and you still angry. And now you trying to convince us that it's cool to have enemies. It's cool to be divided. It's not cool to hate, my brother. Thank you, Grieving, and I appreciate you, darling. I'm telling you, this is a serious message. I can't express how serious this is. Be apologetic. Heal your heart. Don't heal their heart. Heal your heart. Heal your heart. When you become an apologetic person, you could heal hearts because you got your heart healed. You can't heal nobody's heart if your heart ain't healed. Right, darling? Be apologetic, heal your heart. Oh, I don't have no drama. My heart is good. Don't listen to that. We all need healing because we in pain. Become apologetic. This whole shit was wrong. He was doing good when he said this part. This was good when he said this.
Apologize. I was surprised that you apologized.
I'm a grown man.
I know that's right. So we got to ask you too. When can we have this sit down with you, 50, Tony Yayo, you know?
Who?
No, listen.
Never.
Wow. Never. See what I mean? That's bitter. That's pain. They hurt him. He was hurt. He can't forgive him. It's not, I can't do it. Even with success, nigga, you obviously overcame success. You made it. You were a multi-millionaire, all right? 25 plus years in the game, and you just said never. She just said, I was surprised you Look how surprised. Well, listen to what she says. Watch her. Watch her.
I want to commend you for even apologizing for the plane incident. But what made you apologize? I was surprised that you apologized.
I'm a grown man.
I know
That's
that.
bullshit. Not a grown man. You don't want to be a grown man. You want to be an adult. Grown men hold on grudges. So he went straight from that shit to this. Watch him. Just watch him pander.
I don't with them. They don't with me. That's fine. But I also don't have to be at war. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I'm on 50 years old. And so, you know, we're doing big things out here. We're getting big money.
We are proud of you.
Yeah, we can't be.
Well, one more question. Did you have like a moment of embarrassment? Because trust me, I've had like arguments with the job where I'm like, oh God, I didn't mean it.
Nah, I don't regret nothing. Because, listen, man, if it is what it is, two things can be true. Right?
At the same time.
There's no safe space for disrespect. We ain't tolerating no disrespect. But also, there's a time and a place and a way you carry yourself as a grown man. We live by code, the gentleman's code.
No, I don't believe that. He's hurting. He's hurting. He's in pain. Become apologetic. Change your character. Heal your heart. You owe it to your heart. Your heart is getting beat down. Okay? High blood pressure. You're putting a strain on it. Be apologetic. Heal your heart. Apologies enable a forgiving heart. I promise you, I'm living it. It works. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I love you all. Again, I am sorry If there's any way that I ever hurt you, anybody here on a personal level, stream level, something I said, did, acted like, whatever it is, anybody listening, family, friends, enemies, I apologize sincerely. Be blessed. Peace.